A police officer in Southern California captured a funny New Year's Eve encounter with a drunk driving suspect on his body cam, and the clip's gone viral if you haven't seen it.
No, okay.
An officer with the Murrieta Police Department noticed a vehicle swerving and pulled the driver over to investigate a possible DUI. The officer approached the driver and asked where he's coming from. The driver responded he was out for a New Year's Eve party and he just dropped off a friend because he's the designated driver. Or at least that's what he meant to say. What actually came out of his mouth was, "I'm the DUI tonight." The officer asked, "Do you mean to say the DD?" To which the driver was speechless. The officer conducted a field sobriety test, which, of course, he failed and was arrested for DUI. So he was right. He is the DUI tonight. A designated dummy. And a motorist in Canada called police to report a drunk driver, but he ended up being the one busted for DUI. Cops in Vancouver said they received a call about a possible drunk driver pulled over on the side of the road. When they arrived at the scene, they found another motorist had intervened and was preventing the suspected drunk driver from driving away. But officers noticed the other motorist was showing signs of being impaired, so they conducted an alcohol screening test, which he ended up failing. He was arrested and prohibited from driving. He had also had his car impounded. Meanwhile, the first driver, who had been suspected of being drunk, was actually completely sober and was just having trouble driving in the dark.
Wait, who's on first?
So they pulled over.
It's like, who's on first?
You know, there's no need for it. In this day and age of Uber and Lyft and,
true.
there's just a lot of designated dummies. I'd say more than dummy, but it's a radio and there's kids listening.
Yeah, it's very true.
And anyway, those are your knuckleheads. You can find those stories and more wherever you follow us on social media. Search Mel and Scott in the Morning.